Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. So today I want to have a chat to you all about what planners I'm using in 2023. This is the second time I've filmed this video for the year. I already did a what planners I'm using as part of my Planless series, but it's completely changed. So I'll start with memory planning. So in past years I had a separate memory planner and functional planner, but I am no longer going to be using this A4 Emicate planner. I'm really over memory planning and I loved it at the time, it was fantastic, but I want to move more into memory documenting and going forward I want to, and this year in particular it's just been on my mind, I want to really remember all the moments. And I don't, whenever I look back at these planners, I don't look back and say, oh look, on the 16th of December I did a wash. As much as I really enjoyed the style of planning, I want to focus on the actual memories and journal. So this planner is not going to be getting used for memory planning. Memory planning going forward, I'm actually completely separating memories from planning, my planning life. And I'm going to be buying a B5 dot grid notebook. And what I have been doing so far, because it's the middle of January and I hadn't started, I have been keeping notes because one, I didn't want to pick, I wanted to make sure initially that this was really what I wanted to do. And two, I didn't want to just pick anything just so I could get started. I wanted to wait and pick the book that I really wanted, etc. Wait for it to be delivered and all that there. And then three, I didn't want to miss anything. I want to have the full year in one book. However, in saying that, if you're only starting now, or if you decide now you want to do this, you don't have to start in January. Just start wherever you want to start. It's a personal preference. Anyway, yes, so I took some notes in my phone. So I have the January for the things I want to put on a header dashboard page. And then I've been sitting down on a Sunday and writing some journaling. But I haven't been doing it from the perspective of, on Monday I did this, on Tuesday I did that. I did it more categories. So this category is Boxing Day, Unplug, took down the decorations, the week in general and New Year's. And then if you look at the next week, it's a detox, the week in general, YouTube admin, because I always do that week. I was sick. I said period drama, but that's not actually my time of the month. I had a binge of period dramas that week. And then I'll show you another one. So the week in general, babysitting, I cleaned my oven, I had a lazy Sunday, etc. So I have this all sitting, and whenever I get the book in the mail, I'm going to sit down and just have fun being creative with the opening of it, with the monthly spread, with all the weeks of journaling that I missed. And then going forward, when I sit down on a Sunday, I'll actually be sitting down with my actual planner, or not planner, journal, and journaling the week. And I am really looking forward to doing that, and I think that's fantastic. So there'll be no memory planner in 2023. There'll be journaling, simply. And then functional planner wise, I am not using this planner at all. I'm going to use something else, and I do want to still plan. I love planning. I actually have been using notes and a notebook and bits and pieces of other planners, and I really am missing having that main planner, functional planner, and I can't wait to get back into a flow of pre-planning during the week and then doing my main plans and then using it throughout the week. So I'll definitely be getting my new planner set up as soon as I can, and I'll show you what that planner is going to be in a minute, because spoiler alert, it's going to be my only planner. So we'll talk about that at the end. So I am still functional planning. Right. The next category then, this had started off, I know it's crazy the journey I've been on this year with planning. This was going to actually be my main planner, and I was going to keep it for the full year. So I was going to do the memories and functional planning, and then I realised it was too small, so I moved over to this one, and I decided to use this as my social memory planner. But again, I don't want to do that. I want to keep a social journal, but there's absolutely no element of planning in it whatsoever. So actually, I say I'm only going to have one planner, but technically I have two because my YouTube planning is digital. I use Notion. So when it comes to the paper side, I'm going to be doing it journal style as well. And I'll have that to look back on. Even though technically it's not a dot grid notebook, it is actually a planner that I'm doing it in. There is no element of planning in it. So that's that. And then this was my work planner. But honestly, I'm using it as a notebook. I'm flipping ahead, show you the inside of this. I can't show you the actual pages. I am using the dot grid page to write notes, and then even though it's still the current week, I'm flipping over and using another dot grid page. And I saw this layout and thought, oh, that would be perfect for work, and I thought I would give it a go. But I'm just, like I was talking about with this planner, I'm not into the page colour of these planners, and I actually don't like the kind of the feel of this cover, and it's just not for me. And I was really thinking, okay, well, do I want to swap to a different work planner? But in reality, I don't need one. I just need a couple of notebooks and my Microsoft Outlook, and that's it. So work planner wise, I won't have one. That is what I was going to do. Let's show you the actual planners for what I am going to do. YouTube is going to be digital. Work planner is not going to exist. Memory planner is not going to exist. I am going to journal. Social media planner, memories, is not going to exist. I'm going to journal. But the actual weekly planning, I just want to go back to paper and pen for a while. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do that forever. I think it's more just the season of my life that I'm in, and with setting up a whole load of new journals and stuff, I probably will start adding the odd sticker back in, but the style of my planning, it is going to go back to basics and function. And the planner, and I know you're probably saying, Ruth, just hurry up and show the planner. So I'm going to show you now. The planner I'm going to be using to do that is this. It's an Archer and Olive planner. I did not know these planners existed, and it's just perfect. I had, if you remember, tried Scribbles That Matter planner, and this kind of reminds me of that, but all the things that wouldn't have worked in Scribbles That Matter dot grid planner or dot cross has been corrected in this, and I just really think this is going to be perfect for me, bearing in mind that it's not going to need to be A4, it doesn't need to be full of memories or anything, but I honestly think it's lovely, and I might just keep them, you know, even though it's not you know, I'm going to have that separate memory planner that I keep, but let me show you it anyway. This is navy, and I actually have another one because, as I was saying, with the social media journal, it is actually a planner, and it's an Archer and Olive planner too, and I'm just using it as a journal, so I might as well show you this too. So this is navy, and the one that I'm going to be using for my social media planner is this. It's warm taupe, and I'm actually going to theme it every year. And in my head at the minute, I have this vision of doing this every year for social media and just getting the different colour every year. And I've bought little stickers, they're like vinyl stickers, which again you'll see in a haul very soon, that say 2023, because that was something I actually liked about these planners, the fact that they say 2023 on the side. And I just have this vision of having these little books with, you know, the 2023, 2024, and I don't know, I'm weird, that makes me happy. So yeah, it's navy, it's like a vegan leather on the outside. It's not smooth, it's like a rough feeling, but it's going to be a lot easier to keep clean. Everything else in it is plain. It has a navy strap to hold it together, and then the pen loop is black, and then it has a gold ampersand, which is the Archer and Olive logo. So let's take a look inside. So it's 160 GSM, which is fantastic. On the front then you get there, this book belongs to. And then when you flip the page, I love the fact that it is 2 dot grid note pages. Now, this is the page that has that weird glue thing, but it's not actually too bad in this planner, so I do think it's still usable. In my other one, it has this book belongs to, and then I can set up like a 2023 cover page, which is fantastic. But in this planner, I will use this probably as my future overview log and set that all up. Because then when you flip the page again, you get this calendar layout, which is like a checklist, which you could use for habit trackers. You could just use it as your year overview. So then you flip the page again and you have 4 dot grid notebooks. I want to think about what I'm going to use. I know more about what I'm going to do for the social journal with these pages because I've been thinking about it for so long. This is a newer idea to me, but I will use these for something in my opening spreads. If you're using it functionally, there's tons of things you can use it for. Budget tracking, you can use it for a cleaning schedule, lots of different things. And I'm going to make the most of making this planner as functional as possible for me. I said there was 4 dot grid pages. Technically there's 6, but the way I see it is these 2 belong to the month. So even though this is my functional planner, I can't help myself with the monthly titles and sort of dashboard style. I missed that in my other planner that shaking the whole desk. I missed that in this planner here that I was using because all the months were at the start. So I'll probably let myself have that bit of fun here and do like a January title in some way. And then here I can have it for whatever I want. I'm going to think about all these things and make it as functional as possible. Dashboards and stuff. Then you get into your month and it's very plain and simple. There's a little checklist here. There's 2 note sections at the bottom and then your monthly squares. And then here is what the weeks look like. So when I have been using paper and pen before, it's always been horizontal. But I still think this is going to work for me. So you get your Monday to Friday here and then a notes section. And then Saturday and Sunday is down at the bottom. I don't always need as much space on Sunday, but because of the way it's laid out, I could draw a line down the middle and use this part for something else. But I think this really plain layout is going to be very functional, and I do list style planning anyway when I'm being functional, so the fact that it's not horizontal is not the end of the world. So you get all your weeklies, and then you get to your next set of 2 dot grid pages, which is why I do definitely want to stick to that sort of dashboard title page, and then you're into your monthlies for February. And it goes the whole way through until you get to the back. And by the way, it has a lie flat binding. You just need to sort of break the spine a bit to get it to do it. And then at the back you get 14 dot grid pages, and then this one's 15 with a blank page, but because it has that glue thing for this particular one, will probably glue it, and if I wanted to have a future overview I would do it on this back page. And then you get to the very back and it's completely blank, no pattern, with a little folder. This part is like a creamy material and this is the card stock, and you can keep whatever. I probably keep my monthly stickers for that month. There are 2 ribbons that match the planner. One of them is plain and one of them has a little gold ampersand at the end. Yes, but I want to bring the function back. I was finding that I was not writing things in my planner so that I could leave space in case I wanted to watch a film and record the memory. Or I was finding that I wasn't writing things because just in case they were cancelled, or I moved it to the next day and I wanted my planner to look nice. And I was just like, Ruth, hold on a minute here. This is not what planning, oh sorry. Shaking my whole desk. This is not what planning is supposed to be. It's supposed to actually help you and work for you. And I'm just so, after all my long hoo-ha of going back and forward and trying to decide, I am so glad I bit the bullet and got this new planner and sort of didn't hold myself prisoner to the fact of, but you've already shared those other planners, Ruth, or, oh, you know, that's a waste of money, Ruth, because I will use these books. Here, like I said, I'm already using this one as a notebook, you know, just because it has a planner layout in it. It's still paper and I've been scribbling all over it, and I'll do that with the other ones. And with the one that I have stickers all over, I was going to try and buy Undo, but honestly, when you try to get Undo over to Northern Ireland, it's like you're trying to buy some kind of rare gold because it's so expensive. Like, I don't know why they bumped the price up so much. But I do have a thing called Goo Gone. I just don't know if you could actually squirt that on planner paper. I don't know. I might just try to peel up stickers or cut round them. But the point is I want to try and salvage as much as that as possible. So yeah, I hope that you are excited as I am. I'm going to get this planner set up and I can get back into doing plan with me's on my channel and feeling like I'm organised, because at the minute January's just been a bit of a write-off, to be quite honest, even though I've been really productive with work. I just, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and for watching. Let me know what you think. What planner are you using? Did you swap 100 times like me? Or did you find what you wanted and stick with it for the year? And yeah, I'm just waffling now. I'm just gonna go. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.